I'm currently pursuing BTech from Moradabad Institute of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering. Here I am to present my major project, that is on disease diagnosis using machine learning. So, this is my group details. My group number is P24. My team members are Rajiv Verma, Bharat Bajaj and Bharat, whereas our guide is Mr. Ravish Kumar Dubey, and I literally want to thank him in this video. He has supported us a lot. So let's begin about what our project really is. This is a basic introduction of our project. As the name suggests, disease diagnosis using machine learning. That is, we'll take some symptoms from the patient and then predict that what kind of disease it can be. And this will help in various things, like for example, we have many, like we suffer from some pain into our house, and then we cannot do anything. That for example, in the lockdown as well, we are in the coronavirus lockdown, COVID-19, and here there are some things that sometimes we feel pain or some abdominal pain or something else, and what we can do in this such case. So this is the objective of the project. As I said, that the user or the patient can share his symptoms and issues, and then the disease is predicted, and also the doctors that the person can contact, that also can be predicted in this. So user can get the doctor's phone number as well as from here. So these are some basic objectives of the project. This is the execution system that we have to travel to doctor's dispensary. So far it is, and it is the coronavirus stage. We cannot go out from such small things, so we can make our own things, or we can consult the doctor right sitting over in our house. So these are some drawbacks, that is inaccurate results, user friendliness was very less, it consumes more time, and so on. Then this is the proposed system. It is an Android application. Why it is an Android application? Many of you will think that why we have chosen Android. As we all know, Android is a very vast and huge used platform, and many of us are using the Android phones, and so that this app can help each and every one right over sitting in their homes to get out of their disease. So this is basic proposed system that has been proposed. So let's come to next. These are the system requirements. Now coming on to the basic coding skills. Now these are the system requirements. So software requirements are these, and hardware requirements are basic internet connection, Android device. As I told you that this is an Android application, and software like Android development toolkit, Visual Studio, and so on. Now these are the technology platform for the doctor and patient module. Okay, so our project is divided into 3 modules along with the machine learning part. 3 modules are as doctor, patient, and admin module. Now the technology for doctor and patient module is so on that we have mobile platform for Android, that is doctor and patient. A doctor can also use that mobile app, patient use another mobile app. The framework is Android, we know the developing language, and we have connected by the REST API. So then is technology for module, admin module. Admin module is that module जहाँ पे doctor will enter his details or make him register. The admin will verify him whether he is a genuine doctor or not, The person sitting on the admin module is .NET, where the languages used are C#, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And database we have used MySQL, and again we have connected them using the REST API. For prediction of diseases, we have used framework scikit-learn, and algorithms are used on machine learning. Again we have connected these all things using REST API. Data techniques are also used here, as we have collected the data. Number one was the collection of data. What we did, सबसे पहले we did collected the data for the diabetes data set and applied some algorithms on it. Let us see how we did it. These were the algorithms what we have applied: KNN, DDC, random forest, NFI, K-fold, and these were the techniques what we have used in this. So as I said, the doctor module and the patient module is connected with the admin module. So admin can access to doctor module also, and admin can access to patient module. Accessing means that he can view the information of both the things. Modules are three types. User module contains the patient login. User here means patient module. It contains patient login, first is the login page, then registration, then my details, then disease prediction, then search doctor, and then feedback. This is the sequence diagram where user enters his password, then validation is done, then if not valid, then new registration is reverted back, and if valid, then main page is displayed, and these such things happen. Then the doctor module contains the doctor login, patient details, and patient's previous details. Again, this is the sequence diagram for the doctor module. And this is the admin module, where we have these all things in the admin module. We will see this in brief. This is the sequence diagram for the admin module. So let's see the modules and the working of project. We have applied some algorithms. So this is the part where we have collected the diabetes data set. Here it is, diabetes data set, and data set looks like this. These are the parameters of the data set. Outcome shows afterwards. Outcome is not predefined. It is we have pre-processed, and then outcome is displayed. So this is the finding about the data sets. These are the parameters. These we get, and then we have dimensions. This long is the data, and then we get the 0-1, that whether this is present diabetes or not. Then we have fitted the k nearest neighbor into this. Okay, so we have collected our data from kfill.com by kfill, because it allows user to find and publish the data sets, and we get a legalized data set from there. Then we applied the KNN, as it is the simple, and it is also known as the lazy algorithm. So it is non-parametric basically. So we have tested into the training data set and the testing data set. The data set which was used as diabetes, it is now divided into training and testing part. As we can see here, these two are training and testing part that has been divided. Then we have applied, these are the results. Then we applied decision tree classifier, then regulated the decision tree. We have used the criterion for this as random state, and we have used the Gini index here, and then we have regulated it, took maximum depth equal to 3, and then we have printed the feature information, and here we got the result. and then we applied the random forest. Again we have regulated it and we get feature importance this. Then we applied naive Bayes and then we have compared it using the k-fold technique. Here is the result for testing data set. We can see here we get naive Bayes best fit. On that we get random forest also, and best we got KNN, as it is a lazy algorithm, so we cannot judge on the basis of testing data set. So this is we all did, and then what we did, then we collected another data set. This we took from UMLS, and here we have pre-processed data. As we can see here, these are the blank columns which we get. So we have processed the data by fill-NN. Fill-NN is the data pre-processing. A process what we can call to fill the and we use the FFill, that means forward fill. So forward fill has been filled. Now again the data is not correct and not in the correct form, so again we corrected it and saved it into a file. So then we got this data finally. This is a dictionary what we made out of it. Then this is all the data we got, and then we have applied all these things into this. After that we have shown this into a graphical user interface form. This is the GUI, and here it is asking symptom 1, symptom 2, symptom 3, symptom 4 and symptom 5. 5 symptoms it is inputting. Name, here we have to write our name. I write suppose X, Y, Z. Then symptom, it is a drop down menu. Suppose I write chest pain. Then again I write like abdominal pain. Now these are the three things which have been, these are the three patterns: decision tree, random forest and naive Bayes. Decision tree results are shown here, naive Bayes result here, and random forest result here and naive Bayes results here. So we can say GERD, again we can say jaundice, and then we can say GERD. So here we can say that we can have GERD, major disease which is what is shown here. So and the doctor report. This is my Samsung phone. I have connected it using the TeamViewer. So let's go into the patient one. So my ID, it is asking was this, and password. I did sign in. This is the login page what we have made it here. So we can say in the user ID, the contact, the email, and this is here. We can edit it by looking over here. Then we can go to, this is the broad menu. We can search for disease here. So I am writing here pain. So we are going next. Then it is asking, are you having these all symptoms or not? So this is a drop down menu. We are saying suppose we have fever. So we did next, and then it is asking if you are having again these kind of symbols. I am saying the host tiredness. But then next it is again asking, and I have none of them, so I put none, and then it is predicting that you might be having this disease or you might be having this disease. Now here you can see that suggested doctor is also being given. Then coming on to the next, this is the search doctor. We can search it using name, category and address. Then we have the doctor appointment. Now here no appointment is taken, so the toast came. Here we can submit our feedback. Suppose I write good and submitted. Now it has been submitted, toast has been generated. Then log out. Now it has a sign up page here also. Here we can sign up. This ID is generated by itself. Here male, female, age, contact, email, password and address have been asked. Now we are coming on to the doctor module. Is done because registration of the doctor is done on the admin side, where admin reviews that whether he is a real doctor or not, and then it registers onto this app. So user ID is generated by there itself, and the password here is the phone of the doctor. So I am signing in. So this is my details, where I get my contact address, and type here shows that what type of a doctor I am, and I am giving on the disease. So it is the drawer menu. Notifications here says that someone have searched or someone have got these predictions out of their symptoms. So these are all the notification. Here we can see this is what we have entered: pain, fever and tiredness, and here it comes. Again we go to view disease. These are all the diseases where ID, symptoms and all is displayed here right now. These are all fed by the admin side. Then we go to view patient. Sorry, the name of the spelling of the patient is wrong. I'm extremely sorry. Where all the name of the patients are given. Then we go to the view appointments. Here no appointments are being taken, so it displays no appointments. And here finally we log out. So this was all the doctor module. Password, and I'll log into it. The local host is running. So let's see what happens. So this is the main page. Here we can see all the people who have registered on here have been seen. All those hospitals who have registered. Then we go to add doctor. We have these things. So I have told you that admin can only add the doctor as the proof. The admin will see whether he is a real doctor or not. Doctor ID is generated by the system itself. Then name, address, mobile number and category. Here are the categories on what we are dealing with. That is heart, brain, physio, bone, infectious and STD. These are very common things what we are dealing with. Then we have add disease. Here we can add another type of disease. Again dealing with these only name of the disease and symptom that relates to these kind of diseases. Then we have view patient thing. Here the patient's details have been displayed. Then we have view doctor. All the doctors have been registered over here. View disease. All the disease and symptom things. All the disease and symptom. Database is here. So now here what we can say that sometime before we got the predicted disease as hepatitis B, and here the flag value becomes 1. So what the flag value shows that when if someone have entered these all symptoms, these all diseases have been predicted. So hepatitis B was predicted, and there the value of flag became 1. So then we have view feedback. We remember we gave the feedback at 11:32 p.m. that it is good, and here it is, and here we got the feedback written on here, and user ID was again 200. Then we log on into this. So this was the admin module. System that is low latency, easy accessibility. Yes, it will be accessible to each and everyone. User friendly, obviously, when it is on the Android platform, and Android is used by many of the people around, and it becomes user friendly. It is reliable and it have easy maintenance, not such big maintenance cost is required. Then evaluation. Doctors are still required for full diagnosis, and you need some internet connection also. So the conclusion is, yes, this will be helpful, and you can book the appointment easily. पहले क्या होता था कि हमें रिसेप्शन पे जाके एंड need to go hours and hours early and try to sit over there and get necessary burden onto us, and sitting over here wasting our time and time consuming process was there. Now here you can easily book our contacts and easily and conveniently get involved into the scheduling process. So this is the conclusion, and thank you everyone.